A lot of people are getting their jimmies rustled over Bloodlines 2, and I can understand why. We don't like politics in video games or any other silly message that isn't part of the setting or theme of a story. Well, in this game it looks like they're doing just that. Now the leftist or progressive attitude toward everything is a bit bizarre. Saving the planet, saving the minorities from white males, saving someone's emotional disposition because of identifying as a canine unicorn hybrid is a bit confusing, especially when it comes with new pronouns and other such fashion senses as metrosexuals spending a lot of time in drag. But hey, you do you, leave us alone, we all get along. This article by Matt Martin on VG247 sheds a bit more light on things. It's actually a very hopeful article, and I suggest you guys give it a read. I don't want to turn this channel into some sort of news video game channel, and I do encourage reading, so hey, check it out. The main conflicts are technology versus tradition, art versus commerce, and I'm not sure exactly what that means, and of course the clans versus themselves, and all of that is good. The first game had us versus the prince, and the various rules of the Masquerade. Says Clooney, it is a political game, but I think it's one of those few opportunities that give us the chance to let people make their own political statement in a way that's not cheap. I don't believe you can look at both sides of a political argument without understanding both sides. It's easy to say this is good and this is bad, but it's definitely taking some political stances on what we think are right and wrong. In terms of the main conflict, what is interesting is it's one of those truly balanced issues. If the main conflict is tech versus tradition or art versus commerce, sure, that sounds totally fine. During the character creator phase, which you get to do twice, once at the start to define your human aspects and then a second time later in the game to flesh out your vampire, you can choose gender pronouns and fashion, which by Malkavian standards is pretty normal to me. They don't so much have a direct influence on gameplay, but there are a few minor influences like dialogue options, but we are really interested in following the progression and having the roleplay experience for the player to get a handle on that side of the game before they get a handle on the political clan-oriented side of it. The gameplay becomes very different later in the game because you've chosen a clan. You grow into it and consciously choose your clan after you've explored them, so it's an informed decision. It's something that we made a big effort to carry from top to bottom, continues Clooney. Not just player choice, but player agency. Brian takes this fully realized person, and then you get to influence how they proceed. That was something we wanted to keep from a narrative standpoint. You're not just affecting a character, you're affecting the world. But it's a very personal effect, and a lot of that is based on choices you make directly. Choices in video games. Already I'm excited and extremely cynical. Standing. So it's like the main themes of tech and tradition, art and commerce, and clan politics will be the focus. Of course, this could just be developers hyping their game up during an interview, and we all know how that works. On the edge of the crater. So things don't look as bad as they seem, and of course let's wait a year till we actually can sink our teeth into this thing, and even if Seattle becomes some insane leftist caricature of progressivism not too far removed from reality, well, you can always just tear their bloody lungs out, and that always sounds nice.